first breath when your head's been drowning underwater.
As William Shakespeare once said, hello. Good evening, class, Miss Cotner, Miss Mons, and people around the world. As most of you know, I'm JJ Torres, a loud, hardworking individual who likes to look good. I mean, most of the time, anyways. Today, I will be reciting the children's story, The Ugly Duckling, by Hans Christian Andersen. This is a classic tale that teaches anyone to never be afraid of who they truly are, even if people make fun of them for it. This is a wicked world, so it is hard to express yourself. But we are all swans when we are given the chance. This story hits really close to my heart because growing up, I was made fun of and bullied for being different. People didn't like the way that I did things differently or that I was different. So, I hope this gives you the confidence to show you how great and true you are. Now I will begin. It was a beautiful day in the country. The sun was shining, and the birds, they were singing. Close by the kennel, a duck sat on her eggs. She has been sitting on them for a long time. One by one, the eggs cracked open. Crack! 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 How big is this world? Said the little ducklings as they waddled around. But one egg remained in the nest. It was very large. Why is it taking so long? Said Mother Duck. It's a turkey egg, said one of her friends. Leave it. Take your other ducklings and away with you. Oh, I couldn't. Just a little while longer. And she sat on her egg, and at last the egg broke and tumbled out. A very odd-looking egg. It was big. It was gray. It was ugly. What a funny-looking duck, said Mother Duck. The next day, the Mother Duck took her children to the kennel. To her surprise, the ugly duckling jumped in with the other ones and swam around happily. Back in the foreyard, the other ducks were not pleased. What is that? They asked. It's my newest duckling. He's very good. He swims very well. Maybe even better than the others. Oh, my dear, but he's so ugly, as they laughed. Worse than that, some of them picked on him and called him names. After a few days, even his brothers and sisters turned on him. Go away, you ugly duckling, they hissed. So, the little duckling ran away. He found himself at a lake. On it were a number of wild ducks. Oh gosh, they said. You are ugly. But you can stay here with us if you want. All was well for a few days. But then, bang! 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 Hunters have arrived. They're shooting at the ducks. A big dog jumped on the ugly duckling. Woof! The little duckling ran as fast as he could. At last he found a lake, all on his own. He swam around. As time went on, it grew colder. One evening, as the sun was setting, a flock of white birds flew overhead. They were very beautiful, with long, slender necks. Oh, how I wish I was one of them, said the ugly duckling. Winter came. It was bitterly cold. The duckling was starving. He was so cold that he could not feel his flippers. Ice covered the pond. The ugly duckling hid under a bush, trying to keep warm. One day, a farmer found him. I'll take you home for my children, he said. Inside the farmer's house, the duckling felt better. But the children were rough. And when he knocked over a pail of milk, the farmer's wife yelled at him and tried to hit him with a broom. Once more, the duckling ran away, back into the wild. The snow came, but the duckling was stronger this time, and somehow he kept on. As time went on, he grew stronger and bigger. The sun started to shine again. The leaves came out of the trees. Spring had came at last. Birds came back after the winter. One day, 3 beautiful birds landed on the lake where he lived. "They are beautiful," he said. "I will go to them." But then he remembered he was ugly. "They'll probably kill me. After all the hens picked on me, and the children, and the farmer's wife," said the ugly duckling. He swam towards the white birds. They turned and came towards him. "Please don't kill me. I know I'm ugly, but please be kind," said the ugly duckling. But he stopped, looked down at his reflection in the water, and he could not believe his eyes. He was like them. He was a swan. "You're one of us," they said. "Welcome." They swam around and stroked him with their bills. On shore, the children cried out, "Look! Look! There's a young swan, and he's beautiful, the most beautiful of them all." He hid under his wing with pleasure. Then he raised his head up and said, "Never have I been so happy." Thank you for listening in, and we'll catch you on JJ's channel next time. Oh, and please don't forget to never be afraid of who you truly are. And the bullies out there, watch out, because we are swans.